What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king, welcoming you back to more Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. In the last episode, we did a little bit of exploring around the Hoenn region with our newfound Waterfall HM and grabbed ourselves a couple cool items, also went to a couple cool areas, and in this episode, we're going to be continuing westward towards Pacifid Logtown, and hey, would you look at that, we're here. Good cliffhanger. Okay, so Pacifid Logtown is actually not really all that involved. There's not a whole lot going on here. However, there is one very interesting thing I want to note. And first of all, let's talk to this guy. Mirage Island. It must become visible and invisible depending on the weather conditions that make mirages appear. Or is it really appearing and disappearing? This guy. I can't see Mirage Island today. This guy is very important. So, he's saying, talk about Mirage Island. You might be going, what is Mirage Island? Well, as we were making our way over to Pacifid Log, you might have noticed there was a single section of water that I was swimming through where there was nothing there. Well, there is a one, and I want to say something around along the lines of 62,000 chance that on any given day, I think it actually is probably a lot less than that, but I don't freaking know. Some really crazy odds that Mirage Island will appear in that vacant space. And on that day, you have one chance to do one of two things. First of those is to get what is called a lychee berry. This is the only way that you can obtain this berry in the entire game. You can't get it as an event from any other means. You can only get it through this island. I want to say it's a lychee berry. Maybe it's a lumberry. I'm pretty sure it's a lychee berry. The other thing is that there is a type of Pokemon that can be caught on that island, and it is Wynot. That is the only way that you can naturally get a Wynot in this game. So, if you want to get Wynot and add it to your Pokedex, you are going to need to wait for Mirage Island to appear. But the odds are so impossibly low that you are going to be working for a very long time on making it happen. On top of that, if your battery runs out, you are screwed. You will never be able to get Mirage Island because it resets what sort of ID number it checks every single day. Now, I do believe that Mirage... Now, here's the thing about Mirage Island, is it's based on the ID number of the Pokemon in your party. So, if you have a bunch of traded Pokemon, it is worth going back and checking on this guy with all of your traded Pokemon every single day until it appears. So, it's not like you really have just a 1 in whatever the number is chance. Like the number of ID numbers. I guess it's 99,999 or something like that. I don't freaking know. It's not just that chance. You can go back every single day and you can give multiple chances. It's basically like trying to win the lottery in future Pokemon games. You can get it based on the number of any of your Pokemon, but the problem is he doesn't check the IDs of all your Pokemon. He only checks the IDs of the Pokemon in your party. So if you really want Mirage Island to appear, you have to keep going back to him with all of your Pokemon, and it is kind of annoying in that regard. Obviously, though, that only matters if you have traded Pokemon. Is that a Pokedex? Did you get to meet a lot of different Pokemon? I wish I was like you. I mean, this guy. Check out this horsey. It's the horsey that I caught yesterday to celebrate my birthday. Oh, I can see that you want it. After all, it is priceless. I'll tell you what, I'm willing to be traded for a Bagon. Worst deal ever. That guy could not be more stuck up if he tried. Oh my gosh. Like, seriously, now, if it was some way that you had, like, I don't know, a Seadra with a Dragon Fang on it that gave me a Kingdra, then I might consider it. But a horsey for a Bagon? Are you mental? All right. Let's head on up here. We got this guy. I am the Pokemon Fan Club's most important person, the chairman's younger brother. I'm here enjoying my vacation with Pokemon. Yes, indeed. Ah, your Pokemon. It clearly likes you very much. Pokemon that are adoring and adorable deserves a TM like this. No, and we have obtained TM27, and this TM is Return. So, if you bring him, I believe, so I've brought him this Pokemon, which has, or a Pokemon that likes me, which has Return. Now, if you bring him a Pokemon that does not like you at all, he will give you the Frustration TM, and as he said before, the lower a Pokemon's happiness, the more likely Frustration is going to do damage, the higher Return. Return's just a better move. It's just a better move in general, at least in this generation. It is 100% better in every single way. There is no point... Oh, excuse me. Holy crap. No point in using Frustration. I almost got like emotional there. No point in using Frustration whatsoever. Even if you just stuff herbs down your Pokemon and make them as unhappy as possible, the amount of value you get out of Frustration is just not enough. It's no better than Returns. Frustration at its max power is no better than Return at its max power, and you might as well just use a Pokemon that likes you very much because it is a lot easier to maintain that friendship. In the Hoenn region, there are 3 Pokemon that represent the power of Rock, Ice, and Steel. Each of them is said to hide away deep inside caves. That's a story I heard when I was just a little kid. Very important. Please remember that. 6 dots open 3 doors. Grandpa used to say that, but I don't know what he meant. Also important. Please remember that. And we have one more house to check out, and also the Pokemon Center itself. And no, you cannot run on Pacifid Logtown. I know, it's dumb. But we have one more place, and we got all these people. People were saying that they saw a Pokemon flying high above Hoenn. Is it flying around all the time, and doesn't it need to rest somewhere? So if you do skip right past the Sky Pillar and end up here in Pacifid Log, you get that little nugget of information. And we have this guy. Where did you come from? Why is this a yes or no question? Yes. Yes? Yes, town. I've never heard of a place like that. Where'd you come from? No. No, that doesn't make any sense. You have to come from somewhere. Oh, wait, you're going to say that, not going to say that you were born at the bottom of the sea. Why would you even, like, infer that? That makes no sense whatsoever. Anyways, a Sky Pokemon, a Sky Pokemon. So this girl saw it too. So those are our clues to Rayquaza, again, if we didn't already know where to go. We also have this man here. Sky Pillar. Oh, you must mean that tall tower a little further out. If you ask me, I wouldn't climb it. It's too scary to get up that high. Life at sea, level in Pacifid Log, that suits me fine. And there you go, if it couldn't be any more blatant. Obviously, they're not telling you which direction it's in necessarily, but still, it's like, it's pretty obvious at this point that it's around here somewhere. If you needed any more hints. It's got to be in a place you haven't already gone, and if you somehow skipped right past it, there you go. Also, just look at the map and look at the structures. I know that they're not the most reliable things in the world, but it is still pretty darn telling. All right, let's get out of here. Let's get out of Pacifid Log. We have actually a few places to go. Now, here's the thing about this, though, is this is going to take multiple attempts. As you can see, we have Raging Currents, and also I should have put a max repel on, and I did not, and I feel like a dummy for not having done that. All right, now that we've escaped that problem. Now, the good thing about these currents is that your repel should last you quite a while because being in the currents doesn't count as steps as you go through them. So I'm going to go down here first, and we're going to go right here, and this is going to take us to this guy. When I lose, you'll never know until you try. So there are multiple different paths that you can take, and you're going to have to give it a different shot on different times just to see if you can... Oh, not this guy. That's just a troll move, Nintendo. Game Freak, whoever's responsible for this. Anyway... Yeah, you have to go a different multiple paths from different sections. There's a different combinations of paths that you can take. I believe you can get this entire thing done in, I want to say, 3 attempts. But we're going to just go through it and fight every single trainer that we can over the course of the next couple of episodes. I guess we'll just use Raiju for this entire freaking thing. Why freaking not? At least you have a Gyarados as your level 21 Pokemon. Maybe he is an all-Magikarp. Maybe this guy's actually merciful, and he's just going to throw Gyarados at me. Which I am okay with that, because that is actually worth my time. Those actually give me experience. Please don't have any more Magikarp. Please. 163. Oh, you know what? I like this guy. Never mind. Sir, you are okay. Because I can just farm these things, although they're still really low level. And I guess the idea is that if you have a physical attacker... they're just going to keep intimidating you over and over. But, like, it doesn't affect electric types, aka your only real weakness, so... Okay, I know that rock is technically a weakness, but why would you use a rock type... Oh, excuse me, I did not mean to do that. Why would you use a rock type against Gyarados? That's just dumb. I mean, okay, I can see the merits behind it in later generations, but yeah. Because it is actually a much better counter to a Moxie Gyarados than... electric type would be, assuming the electric type is not fast enough, at least. Kind of Ampharos, for instance, or something like that. But I guess if you're using like a Life Orb Jolteon or something, you have nothing to fear, or any variant of Rotom. Yeah. Anyway, more Gyarados, I guess. We're just still fighting these guys. Like, I mean, it's cool and all. I'm getting a lot of experience, but it's kind of a little bit annoying. A little bit annoying. Just like I kind of am being with this bit. Alright, there's another one down. We got one last one. And please tell me that this one's like closer to my level. Level 37. 35. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I'll take that. So I can get some good experience out of this one. And then we can call this all quits. And move on to other trainers. Like I said, there's not really any swimmers in this area, mostly because this entire section relies on just using currents to push you to places on land as opposed to more places in the water. And I think there are still some swimmers around here, but like I said, not a whole lot. Okay, so let's have a look around here. Now, I think you can technically bypass this place if you go like really high and it takes you to another area up that way. So we'll be sure to do that on the next time around. I'm just going to hop right here. And we are going to go down. and go right between these two so that we can actually do this. And apparently this guy wants to get away from his wife and see if he can actually win some fights. Which, I mean, if she's better than you, dude, maybe, I don't know, you're just a little insecure or something? Whatever. So we got Swallow and Pelipper. Okay, and not ideal for me to be using Whiscash against. Nor really, well, I guess Vega can use Ice Beam on most of these. Let's use Facade on you and Ice Beam on you. Hopefully one-shot both. Probably won't one-shot the Pelipper, though. In fact, probably won't even do half of its health. Because Pelipper is actually slightly defensive. Now, I always thought that Pelipper was kind of a trash Pokemon. Me, being an idiot kid, always thought that Pelipper was a trash Pokemon because of its quad weakness to electricity. My gosh, I was so wrong. Pelipper is so freaking good. I mean, obviously you need a Drizzle Pelipper to make it good, but it's a really darn good Pokemon. Okay, we need to get rid of this Breloom immediately. So let's use Aerial Ace on it. That's okay that it used Protect. I don't care. I just want to get rid of this Breloom because of its Grass Fighting type. I will use a Flying move, and there it goes. Please don't hurt me with Effect Spore. I mean, granted, I can just switch out, but I just don't want to deal with it. Okay, there we go. We're good. So now, we just are going to gang up on you, which shouldn't be too difficult. Goodbye, Pelipper. And then the next Pokemon, who is going to immediately be hit by Facade because double battles were not completely thought out in this generation, and then, in fact, they're kind of broken. All right. Wow, that was actually a lot of damage. Waterfall and Dragon Breath. Although Dragon Breath might do the trick on its own. Ooh, almost. Oh, Waterfall's got it. There we go. Good experience from that. And we do actually need to get back to using Ghidorah at some point here soon. There we go. All right, so let's hop in this water here so we can get around this girl. And see what we got going on over here, because there might be some items. Nope, there's just these trainers. There is an item past them. So let's get that. I'm always with my husband. Oh, so never mind. She's just right. They're just right across the way. So they're really not that far apart after all. I thought he like came all the way out here to get away from her, but apparently I was wrong. Well, let's see if she's any better. So Roselia and Kecleon. Already off to a weak start, gotta say. Okay, so the plan is we will use Earthquake, and then we will use Ice Beam. Now, the Ice Beam still should get rid of Roselia, but the Earthquake will make Kecleon a ground type because of its color change ability. Now, they are going to send out their next Pokemon first, so hopefully it's not a flying type or something with Levitate. And it is Medicham. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, so now that is done. And, ooh, almost took care of Medicham right off the bat. Let's see what it does to Kecleon. Or it could just one-shot it. You know, that actually makes my life a whole lot easier now that you mention it. Urena is level 42. And now we've got a Loudred. Okay, so for you, sir, I think we will use Surf. And then I think we will use Dragon Breath on you. Medicham. Oh, let's see. I did not expect that. I did not expect the Hyper Potion. I was kind of hoping that it was I was hoping it wouldn't use Protect, but that's just as bad. Okay, let's do that. And then the Surf should take care of Loudred. Won't be surprised if Medicham uses Protect or Detect here, but we will certainly see. Let's try Facade and Aerial Ace. No, it didn't. Okay, awesome. Definitely benefited from it not using that. Super effective. And Vega has hit level 43. So that's a couple more trainers down. And I think we can probably get one more battle in on this video, and then we'll call it quits. So right here, we got an item. We got a protein. Awesome. So let's jump back in this water. See where this takes us. All the way up here, which is probably not where we're going to go. So now we're going way past a lot of things. Oh, man. Yeah, we skipped a whole ton of stuff. Well, we'll battle this guy, and then we'll call this a video. So are you a bird keeper, or are you a guitarist guy? Oh, no, you're a cool trainer. Okay, probably even better. Graveler. All right, I can handle that with my Whiscash. No problem. Let's just use Waterfall. Why not? I don't really need to overkill it with Surf or anything. And I probably should save that for double battles anyway. But after this, we will call this an episode, I think. So let's see. We got Ludicolo. Oh, I know. I didn't mean to hit B. I meant to hit A. Shoot. I actually really do want to switch. Yeah, we need to switch. I can't just use Facade on this thing, especially when it has quad weakness. Back to Vega we go. I don't have any bug types, so I definitely need to use a flying type. Wow, look at that damage. How impressive. Do you mind if I Aerial Ace? Thank you. And goodbye. Glad that actually took care of the problem, because I did not want to have to use Fly there. Alright, Warden has been defeated, and ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be it for this episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald. I hope you enjoyed it very much. In the next episode, we are going to continue to explore along these routes, and hopefully battle every single trainer along the way, learn every route, yada, yada, yada. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I will see you all then.